Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to a video review. This time we're going to take a look at the new Transformers Robots in Disguise episode, Exiles. Okay. There's a lot of explaining to do in this. Alright, so basically what happens, episode starts with Russell recording, basically they're trying to make a video diary for Drift and Optimus. While they're doing it, they're under siege. Fireballs, lasers, everywhere. Pretty much annihilate the scrapyard to a T. But thankfully the Autobots and the humans escape. It turns out, the ones responsible for the attack was Steeljaw. I'm not joking, he comes back. There's no explanation as to how. Like, last time we saw Steeljaw and his pack, they were essentially captured at the end of Season 2 on Decepticon Island. And not just Steeljaw, he's with, of course, his pack, Thunderhoof, Underbite, Clampdown, and Quillfire. Yes, Quillfire is now a part of the gang. Not Fracture, not Ground Pounder. It's Quillfire. Of all characters that we last saw defeated in the Impounded episode back in Season 2. So pretty much what their goal is to cause a lot of destruction, because they have a lot of the... Pretty much... It's not the... Pretty much some... If you've noticed, in the Guilty as Charged episode, when the cargo bay door was opened, some of the weapons cache from Windblade's cache was jettisoned back to Earth. It turns out Steeljaw, it's not explained in the episode, but Steeljaw must have gotten some of the weapons. Wherever, we don't know. What we know is that the scrapyard is history. And Denny is mourning the loss. Mourning the loss of his scrapyard. But is it the loss? We'll figure that out at the end. So they reconvene at the same cave where they took down Night Strike back in Season 1. Pretty cool. And pretty much they used the same track that the Stunticons used to locate Steeljaw and his pack. And they're at the Crown City River Dam. We were there, I believe, back in some part of Season 2, I think? Or Season 1. Anyway, so all the Autobots, except Fix-It, Russell, and Denny, they go and they head to the dam, but... You know, Sideswipe still, he blames everything on himself. The scrapyard destruction, this, that, you know. And yeah. So, there's that. But he redeemed himself at the end. We'll get to that. So pretty much they head to the dam, and Bumblebee, he encounters everyone. Encounters Steeljaw and his pack, and Steeljaw explains how he got out. It turns out that he's working with some other partners or other people back on Cybertron. Or is it that regime that was mentioned in Season 2? Is it someone else? Is it Starscream? We don't know. But what we do know is that Steeljaw's working with them, and he basically, his benefactors, meaning the other captured, freed them, and now they're about to kill Bumblebee, but the other Autobots intervene, and they pretty much fight the Decepticons. However, when Grimlock fights Quillfire, knocks him down, one of his quills breaks off and jams one of the turbines in the dam. And they try throughout the back at the episode to pull it out, but to no avail. So essentially what happens is Steeljaw fires his gun at one of the part of the dam. Sideswipe, Bumblebee's about to kill Steeljaw's about to kill Bumblebee, but Sideswipe comes in, destroys the weapon, knocks Steeljaw over the side. Or so we think. And pretty much Sideswipe his task is to plug the dam. So Bumblebee goes back, and they, what essentially happens is they, while he's fighting the Decepticons, Sideswipe's climbing up, and then Steeljaw grabs onto his leg and pulls him down, and then Steeljaw's about to pretty much defeat Sideswipe. But Sideswipe actually knocks Steeljaw over into the water, which is pretty funny. However, he is still tasked with fixing the dam, and he's able to do so. Meanwhile, Bumblebee and the rest of the gang, they're able to take down the rest of Steeljaw's pack, throwing them all into the overloading turbine. They retreat, and then they're actually knocked over the side by the Autobots, and they float away. And they're able to pull that quill from Quillfire out of the turbine. The turbine's returned back to normal, and Dan's plugged, thanks to Sideswipe chunking some Just cutting up some rocks, putting them down the bottom of the crevasse, and there you go. And Bumblebee compliments Sideswipe on him, and I mean, that's the redeeming fact. Sideswipe took down Steeljaw by himself and fixed the dam, which is pretty good. And pretty much at the end, when they head back to the cave, Bumblebee, of course, as I mentioned, determines that Steeljaw's working with this organization, regime, whatever, on Cybertron. And then it turns out that Fix-It has a picture of the scrapyard in one piece. It turns out they repaired the scrapyard. Like, Fix-It and Denny repaired the scrapyard, but still not in fully functional order. So, there you go. At the end, Sideswipe, is thankful to be with the team, as always. And that's the end of the episode. Although it was pretty cool, I will say that. I was kind of surprised Steeljaw and his pack returned. I am even more surprised that Coalfire is back. They could have brought Fracture back, but since Drift has left with Jetstorm and Slipstream to take care of whatever is going on with Optimus, wow. It's kind of great seeing Steeljaw. It kind of does make sense since he was melted to the floor the last time we saw him. So that wasn't explained. And I kind of I will sense a turning point, because remember, in the episode, Thunderhoof kind of didn't want to help Steeljaw. Steeljaw forced him to help, and Thunderhoof reluctantly agreed to help. So Thunderhoof's kind of understanding. So, I mean, yeah, but wow. I was kind of surprised to see it. I kind of feeling the scrapyard would be annihilated, even though it was quickly repaired somehow at the end of the episode, as Denny and Denny and Fix-It mentioned. Now, I could be wrong. But no. Because I kind of had that feeling in Transformers Prime with Autobot Outpost Alpha Omega 1. We last saw that in season 2.5 when the Autobots discovered Paralon. But yeah, it was pretty good. Sideswipe redeeming himself was awesome. Yeah, Russell should learn not to record things, like not to record any fire outages, because he got hit by a fire blast and somehow he survived. That quick, 2 seconds. Like he could have been the first fatality on screen in the series. Not the holograms. The holograms don't count from season 1. No, and Megatronus is still unknown, because there's still no explanation as to if he's still out there or if he died. I could assume that he could be part of this regime somehow, even though he's technically, we haven't seen him since his apparent demise. But anyway, they could have just gone to Hangar E, like the Team Prime did in Transformers Prime. But the cave where Night Strike got busted, it's fine with me. But all in all, it was such a good episode. Of course, this will not be the last time we'll see Steeljaw and his pack. They have to be brought in somehow, one way or another, because they'll need all the help they could get to take these guys down, and for good, because they still need to focus on Sound Dave. Sound Dave is still a factor. He wasn't mentioned in the episode. Even though they took down the Stunticons in the last episode, they need to figure out how to take down Sound Dave. Anyways, that is my video review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise episode, Exiles. I'll see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible with my next video, and yes, so take your season or good day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.